Back then, 100% of the leads were cold call telemarketing. Anybody ever run cold call telemarketing lead? Love it, God bless you. So all the leads were created equal. You could really show that. All the leads were created equal back then. Right now, they are not. Prove it. Does anybody do contest entry? Does anybody know what contest entry leads are? Okay, contest entry is like a fishbowl at a fair that says, sign up to win a free TV. How much does that piece of paper cost? Cost per raw? Next to nothing, right? How much does a TV call-in lead cost? Extremely expensive. So what we like to do is we break down all of our businesses to all the different ways we generate leads. So if you could, when you get back, think about all the different ways that you generate leads. For us, it's TV, postcard, print, digital, all forms of digital, branded, unbranded, aggregates, non-aggregates, organic, right? And then we have our offline, as we like to call it. That is, we're in 1,000 retail stores, a retail partnership with Lowe's, where we have a kiosk and people working there generating leads. We do event marketing, which is making a huge comeback. And the third thing that I'm really proud of is we head up a Canvas program. And it's really been great for us this year. All the headwinds that we saw in all of the other lead sources really got made back up by our growth in canvassing. So I'm really proud of the efforts behind that. Those things aren't easy, right? Marketing, during COVID, you were a purchaser, not a marketer. We are now back to all needing to be marketers. Everybody agree? I think we know that now. It's not easy. It's hard to generate leads. You may have to do it in areas, you have that problem, you have to have a trade-off. That's a lot of hard work to generate leads. So what I would recommend you do is you score each of those individually when you're handing out leads so that, I think Chuck just talked about it. Ensure that if you have a lead, and an exercise you can do tomorrow is, how much does each one of those leads cost? How much does it cost to issue a direct mail piece? Let's say it costs $700. Imagine if you stapled $700 to that lead before you handed it out to a sales rep. You would feel so much differently about what you're doing with that issued lead if you did so. So we take all of our leads, we have the top of funnel with them. Now, what I want you to do, and I only have 10 minutes, so I want you to help with this, is I want you to think about all these different steps and who in your company is in charge of each one of these steps. Number one is, how do we contact leads? Well, we call them. Okay, how many times do you call them? How soon do you call them? What's the cadence? What's your dialing cadence? Do you text them? Do you SMS them? Do you email them? How do you go about contacting your leads? That alone, right, could drive so much impact into your company is getting hold of the customers. Most of you your contact rate has dropped. Everybody I've spoken to has said their contact rate has dropped. Okay, and then what are your scripts like when you get somebody on the phone? What are your scripts like in texting when you get a response rate? Okay, that's something that individuals should be working on. Who do you issue the leads? Who gets the leads? Do you score the leads? Do you put a lead with the right person? If Mary is great at selling single women, and there's a single woman lead, and Tom does much better with a family, who ensures that Mary gets that single family person? Really important. Hitting the leads. There are companies here that only hit 85 to 90% of their leads they paid for. Think about that. That is either a booking problem, meaning that you're overbooking in your call center, or it's just a rep management problem, where your reps have a flat tire problem. I'm gonna start maybe you could start a used tire dealership because your reps have so many flat tire issues. But really, if you're losing 15% of your leads and the money you spend on them because you're not hitting them, that's costing your company a lot of money.